that sound means?
I'm a dumbass. I'm a
What?
dumbass.
What happened?
I was muted on my computer because my computer has a mute button, which I've been using this whole time, and it doesn't show when I click that mute button on Discord. And so I look down at my keyboard, and there's a light coming from the mute button. And I'm like, oh.
That's two people who have been muted themselves accidentally. That's literally both of you now.
Bro, I was like, why is everybody ignoring me?
Well, you've done that where you just muted yourself for games and just not spoken. So
I was in the car, so that's why I wasn't.
That's fair.
Talking.
I'm a fucking genius.
Oh no.
God damn it! Yeah, I figured that out as I turn on the live stream. Okay. Anyways, who's it again?
Us two. Oh, it's Warp Zone Warriors and Emerald Havoc.
What
BJ's?
Who's home? Warriors. Okay, and they're playing at Little BJ's.
Damn, can we get more pixels?
All right. Okay, we're good to go.
Welcome everybody to the Dark Horse Slugging Association. I'm your host Dawson here with my co-host.
I'm Brandon.
Welcome back. We've got an interesting one here for you today. So we just came off of the defensive battle of the Royals versus the Wigglers. Now we're going to take it to a matchup which hopes to have a little bit more offense with Warp Zone Warriors taking on the Emerald Havoc. What are you looking at for this game to get broken open by either side?
I'm kind of expecting a little bit of the same thing. I mean, you see a very talented Warp Zone Warriors outfield, and then a very talented Emerald Havoc infield. Of course, some people may beg to differ after Emerald Havoc's last game, but I still have faith in them. I still think that that's a very solid infield, versus a great outfield. So it's going to be a very interesting defensive battle. I'm curious to hear what you have to say as well.
I guess that's fair. I mean, you have the defensive lapses have been a big deal for Emerald Havoc. Literally, that lost them the last game they played. And that's 2 games this season that they've lost because of the errors. They've given up runs that didn't have to happen. That ended up being a loss for them. So I really would like to see them be able to clean it up going into this game. But with the Warp Zone Warriors, they've just shown that they cannot escape teams. If you really want to be able to see them as a contender, you want to see them break away from Emerald Havoc here. But with the Wigglers loss, this is a great opportunity for Havoc to jump in and have a chance of really taking control of not only their own destiny, but perhaps even their postseason chances as well.
No, absolutely. And a little bit of a pitching. I don't want to say a pitching battle because Waluigi's been a little bit underwhelming on the mound, but having Waluigi against Funky Kong, I mean, who's been a very solid workhorse pitcher throughout this entire season. That'll be pretty interesting to see how Havoc are able to handle Funky Kong when they're batting.
Yeah, absolutely. And something else, so they're sticking with that same lineup, featuring the Shy Guys, the Monty Mole, before getting into the Critter, Yoshi, Waluigi part of the lineup. What do you think about that, about not making any adjustments after last game?
I mean, they were able to hold strong with the Royals, stay in lockstep even. They had a poor extra innings performance, but I think they showed a lot of potential on that front, and so it's just a matter of being able to go through the whole game and not, have those lapses like you were saying.
I think we're in a really interesting spot because the Emerald Havoc are having to play for so much. So, I mean, you're going to see them give everything they have in this game. With the Warp Zone Warriors, it's not as pressing for them for this game. I mean, you want to see them make sure they keep winning. Like, that's important. That they continue to stack the wins up as they chase the number 1 overall seed and try to claim that from Fury. But, I mean, even a loss here, it doesn't look great for them. but they still know that final game of the season against the Royals is what they're focused on. But really, you look at it, it's one game at a time, and I'm really just interested to see who's going to be bringing the pressure more today.
Yeah, the Emerald Havoc have a lot to play for, and like you said, the Warp Zone Warriors just need to keep going through the motions. So I really hope the Havoc shows up, because that would make this postseason race a lot more interesting.
Absolutely. But with that being said, let's take it down to the field. Headed down to Little BJ's today in the playroom. I do want to shout out our new sponsors, Little BJ's. Make sure you get down there. We won't spend too much time on them, but we just want to shout them out for being great sponsors of the Dark Horse Legging Association.
Absolutely. Family-friendly institution, cornerstone of Wario City. Really glad that they've joined on to give the Dark Horse Legging Association a little bit more exposure.
Absolutely. That'll bring Funky Kong up to pitch first, and great play by Pink Yoshi. Great focus to stay through with that item usage by Monty Mole.
Absolutely.
It's 2 quick outs, so you may be right about the defensive performance we're going to be seeing today.
Ooh. No, it's exactly what we were hoping for. It's just a matter of my stream is lagging. I'm watching the wrong stream, sorry.
Oh, good. So, Blue Shy Guy beats that one out, showing great grit, and also putting Dawson on the board for a single to set up Blue Critter with a chance to score early here in the first. Funky Kong leaves a changeup. Blue Critter opts not to swing at it. Not able to catch up to that star pitch by Funky Kong. Unable to take advantage of that scoring opportunity. That'll set up the Warriors with a chance to strike back in the first.
A little bit of technical difficulties there. I'm back watching the game.
Not Boom Mike. Toad. Mike Toad is... We're struggling a bit. Excuse it, it's a little bit of background stuff. Don't worry about it, folks. We'll be back here, though. We're back.
Actively sabotaging us, I believe, as Critter makes a huge diving catch. A so-called sexy dive, as one of our other commentators would like to refer to it as.
This brings up Brown Critter with a chance. Look it on. 2 outs. Oh, the sexy dive and Critters in the middle infield have really struggled for the Havoc. I mean, you'd love to see them be able to turn their game around and really show some grit through the rest of the season.
Absolutely. I mean, and they couldn't do anything about that one. 2 out rallies are so hot nowadays, apparently.
That brings Funky Kong with a chance to strike. Be the first ones on the board here.
Big hit.
That'll score. That's 1 on the board for the Warriors. Great item usage and great placement by Funky Kong. You know, he would have liked to be able to put a little more power on it to get it over, but hey, single will do.
Absolutely. And Yellow Piazza stretching it 2 bases. That's a very rare sight.
Continuing his case for fan favorite of the league whenever he does fun stuff like that. Stretching plays that he has no business stretching. I think Captain Diddy Kong knocks a single to send him home.
Yeah. Yellow Piazza, he really reminds me of Prince Fielder. Not just because of the size, but also, he had a lot of entertainer to him, just like Yellow Piazza does. Yes, absolutely. A huge hit. That's high. Oh, just too late on the shell.
So limits the damage. Limits the damage there. That'll bring an opportunity for some of the better hitters on the Emerald Havoc up here. Great play by Pink Yoshi. Quietly making an all-star case as well for Pink Yoshi self.
Absolutely. No super catch necessary. Just a nice little hop and was able to pull that in.
Yoshi will slap one into the outfield. So Yoshi's been in the news a bit with Around the Shroom reports talking about what it means is the end of the season. So keep your eye on Yoshi to be able to make some great plays through this game.
Yeah, Emerald Havoc are going to need him to step up. I mean, he has been one of their better players, especially on the mound. But it'll just be a matter of whether he can continue to do that hitting as well, because he grades out as about an average hitter, but you need a little bit more from him if they elevate their game.
Thinking about players who've elevated their game, Green Dry Bones. Oh, Green Dry Bones. Assist from the chain chomp, absolutely, but Green Dry Bones had a grand slam in last game to take it to extras, and with some help from the chain chomp, is going to knock Yoshi in to put one run on the board for Emerald Havoc.
And that chain chomp was just so important to that, as Green Dry Bones will get thrown out anyways. But being able to stretch Waluigi to third and have him score on this play was very important.
Crushed by Monty Moonball. Molret. Banana's not making an impact on that play, but made the item usage there saves what would have been a double play, ends up scoring too, and now we've got a tie game at the bottom of the second.
That's exactly the answer that Emerald Havoc needed against this Warp Zone Warriors team.
Something that Emerald Havoc, they're not going to get a lot of not a lot of great play by Blue Critter. Something they won't get a lot of, people won't talk about as much because of their record, is how they've really been able to stick with teams and respond back. Something you really want to see from them is some proactivity. See them be the ones to get on the board first and not be the team always having to respond.
Absolutely. And I think that's just a matter that might be a thing they need to reorder their lineup, or, just get some hitters, being a little bit more proactive in terms of the pitches that they're swinging at.
I'd love to see the lineup flip so you get more bats from Critters, and as well as Waluigi and Yoshi, who have both gotten on in this game and both scored in this game. So give them more opportunities to be the stars that you want them to be.
Yeah, and Emerald Havoc were able to hold the Warriors to a scoreless bottom half of the inning.
Ground Critter wants to make this stay a defensive battle, showing off his prowess as well. Pink Yoshi, not going to be left in the dust.
No, absolutely, a little bit of I see your super catch and raise you a super catch kind of play. So that's driven deep.
No items to help, so that's going to be an out.
And a 3 up, 3 down for Emerald Havoc, unfortunately.
That'll set up an opportunity for some of the stronger hitters, but Waluigi's starting to show the strain here of the important matchup.
Yeah, this is about, based on his previous performances, this is about where he taps out, and then it's a green shell by, not by Blue Shy Guy. Oh. He's staying in, though.
Doing the real dog of the year opportunities for him if he can get out of this one. Some people have said he's dog, other people have said he's one of the least valuable players, but I mean, it really comes down to how he's able to play. And it's 2 outs already in some beginning of the tough part of the order, but doesn't have enough to hang on, and that's going to bring Yoshi in a little earlier than they probably would have hoped.
No, absolutely. I think they could have gotten out of the inning with Waluigi. I think it's a shame that they decided to bring in Yoshi at a kind of strange time where they had the momentum with Waluigi.
You know, Yoshi has some of the better numbers when it comes to relievers as far as innings pitched and keeping runners off the board. But you know, whenever it gets to that 6th, 7th innings, whenever he suddenly just starts letting them all on the board, so.
Right, and you would hope that at that point that's just a matter of Waluigi being able to stay in longer, so that way you give Yoshi your setup and closer a little bit more room to breathe in terms of stamina. But it's just not how this rotation is set up.
And Yoshi will get on again, so that's an opportunity now for Waluigi with 2 on, no outs.
I think Yoshi attempted this super catch there, but just could not get her tongue out there. Big hit, that'll drop. Wow.
And a good throw in to dodge the chain chomp, and that sets up Green Dry Bones.
We might be getting a little bit of deja vu here. Oh, he wanted it.
And he crushes it. Oh, but it's a
triple 3! Oh, no.
That's a momentum killer. I mean, this is exactly what you wanted from Havoc. Get on board, get on base, but not able to do anything with it as Pink Yoshi makes an athletic play to get out of that inning.
That's, we've had a couple of triple plays in the league before, and that one was just as backbreaking as every single other one. I mean, just to go from, having everything going your way to absolute zero is just so tough.
That brings some of the more competent batters of the Warriors up. So you gotta make sure you hold your own on defense right back.
Absolutely, and the Warp Zone Warriors are really hoping to take advantage of this honestly stroke of luck that the Emerald Havoc had provided them by grounding into a triple play, or not a ground into, but a triple play.
See if Brandon's going to be able to take advantage of this opportunity, or if we're going to see defensive stands here.
And that's a triple play on their own!
Unassisted triple play right back. Great fielding work.
That's absurd.
I don't think we've ever seen that before. Dueling triple plays, and that's going to knock Funky out of the game.
Wow, that's an early departure for Funky Kong.
So that's the Dawson me that got that done.
Wow. And Dawson has been a very crucial piece of infield defense, because he's made quite a few defensive plays from the first base position, which is something you don't normally expect.
I mean, it's that veteran presence that certainly you like to see actually be able to help you. And in times like that, keep the ship steady in a time that was that important. But to go back to what you were saying, yeah, knocking Funky out, and that's going to bring Diddy in.
Blue Shy Guy has had a very interesting tenure in the Dark Horse Sluggers Association. Was originally on the Wigglers and had a blow up start for them. Am I correct in that?
Pipe Dream.
Pipe Dream, that's who it was. Had a blow up start for them. And I'm glad he's found a home on Emerald Havoc, playing out in the field.
Seems like he's got a lot more. Oh, and an error.
No.
Something that we hate to say, but it's been kind of a bit expected that we're going to see an error come from the critters.
You got to be, counting yourself lucky if you're an Emerald Havoc fan that didn't happen in a higher leverage situation. But I mean, letting Pink Yoshi on base, not the best the best thing you could expect.
You're just letting them get started, especially, and you know that Tay brings up 2 very tough hitters immediately right behind him with Brown Critter and Yellow Pianta, so it never gets easier.
Right. It's interesting to see these players take leadoffs, because stealing is very rare in this game, as Monty Mole with a huge snag to hold the runners. Stealing isn't very common except for on third base with those squeeze plays, which we haven't seen one actually work yet, I don't believe.
It's tough. I mean, their coaches are trying different things to try to get their teams better chances, but neither of these are going to be.
Again.
Yeah, neither of these deep enough for sacrifice hits. So it's 2 quick outs to set up Yellow Pianta.
And an out here would be exactly what, and there comes exactly what Emerald Havoc need. Just to continue and try and build some momentum on the batting side.
I mean, we see this often where teams that Emerald Havoc plays just go silent, but we've also seen it from the Warriors where they'll hit early and then just go silent for the rest of a game. We've only got 2 opportunities left for these teams, assuming we don't go to extras. What do you need to see out of these teams to step it up?
I would say not hits directly to the first baseman. That would definitely be a good idea. But I mean, you just got to get hits. Not like those either. Just anything into the outfield, get people on base. I mean, both of those triple plays that each team got were, set up in good ways, but the defense just came through in absolutely backbreaking ways. So.
I mean, that's now 2 opportunities that the Warriors have failed to score with runners in scoring position. I mean, with a game as tight as this has been, it really could come down to one swing. And
absolutely, and I mean, it's just a matter of, unfortunately, a lot of the power hitters that the Warpstone Warriors had were, just came through this last inning, so we're probably not going to see them again. Unless it's, bottom of the 7th, 2 outs.
I don't get down, though. And a bad Kim throw from Dixie to Brown Critter. That'll set up Waluigi with a chance to score. Let's that
Waluigi's he's had a really good batting average throughout the first 7 games of the season. As he, oh no, commentator jinxed by me, unfortunately.
I'd say let's commentator jinx. Great play by Brown Critter just to stifle what would have been a hit. That sets up a chance here. Again, the competent hitters crushed by Funky.
Huge play by Monty Mole. Wow.
That's our first one that would have been that had even had a chance to go out in this game, if I'm correct about that.
Yes, it's the first super catch opportunity.
They make it good. The item ends up not mattering at all, and that knocks off one of the more powerful hitters out of a hit. And
Green Shy Guy just ragdolled off that bomb. Unfortunate. You gotta wonder if those bombs actually hurt, or I don't know what they are, but
I mean, he hops right back up. So
Critter!
Another error. You think if he fields that normally, that's an out? I mean, we see this. 2 outs, an error.
Oh, Brandon swung early on that one.
2 strikes already.
Strike 2.
That's going to be out of the inning. So we're in the top of the 7th. I mean, you've got Green Dry Bones up, and then you go into some of the weakest hitters of the lineup. I mean, it's really, you got to lean on Green Dry Bones here.
Absolutely. I mean, he's shown some power as that drops. He's shown a little bit of power. It's a matter of the lineup behind him getting it done. And I mean, this Green Shy Guy, not exactly the person you would hope for in this situation. He's batting 125 in 4 games this season.
Well, the worst averages in the league, but he's not making his life easy by throwing star pitch after star pitch.
That's a huge play by Pink Yoshi. Wow.
It's a clutch double play when they needed it.
I'm surprised that Green Dry Bones was out in that situation. I feel like we're seeing a little bit of head tapping in the dugout, trying to get a challenge off, and unfortunately, that is not a rule here in the Dark Horse Sluggers Association.
Oh, interesting decision. Call him out, but I mean, Lakitu, he's the very best for a reason, so. But Monty Mole laces one to the gap. Only on first. Oh, and
Wow,
just
I did
out.
it again! Man.
You see Emerald Havoc, they're freaking out in that dugout. Like, they think they should have a run-in after that. It's hard
No,
to
absolutely.
disagree.
I mean, I'm hearing Lakitu's blind chants coming from outside the booth. I mean, that's really unfortunate for them, for Emerald Havoc.
Good play by Blue Critter. I mean, they're not going to make this easy. I mean, they want this to be another extra inning game. I mean, they don't want to roll over by any means.
Absolutely. I mean, Blue Critter, I mean, it's just coming up clutch this game. I mean, obviously the normal Critters had a couple errors, but Blue Critters really tried to shake off.
Oh!
Monty Mole! Oh, goodness.
It just never gets easier. It's everybody. It's like they can't. It's the yips. I hate to say it, the word, but I don't know what is in his head to be dropping that routine flyout.
I mean, you got to think, like, this is an outfield that has really exceeded expectations in terms of, you know, they've kind of piecemealed together an outfield that has really performed. As Dawson gets slid back 50 feet off of that hit.
I don't think I've ever seen that in all my days. To be a batter in right field.
Somebody's got to get him to a doctor or something, because that had to be a big impact to drive him back that far.
He's limping, but he's throwing everybody away. But Yoshi with a chance here.
That's going deep, but Monty's kind of camping under it.
That has not been a guarantee, even in this inning, but they escape.
Absolutely. I mean, Baby DK was at home whenever Monty caught that ball, so if he dropped it, it was over. The game was over. But a crucial out, and so now Emerald Havoc get a chance to be assertive and get a run on the board. Sorry.
I mean, you know who's coming up to bat next for the Warriors. You know you have to get it done here.
And a weak little grounder to Pink Yoshi, and Diddy Kong showing some strain here on the mound. These star pitches have been so nice for them, though, generating good strikes and putting pressure on batters in the count.
These fouls, I mean, the Critters they've just not been able to put anything fair, and here comes another star pitch. It's straight up and no item to help. Yeah, no other expectation than just an out, but that's gonna do it for Diddy. And an unexpected move to move Brown Critter in. Now Diddy's at second, or at short, excuse me.
That's interesting.
Crushed by Critter, but that'll be an out. So they don't change. Their outfield doesn't get worse or anything. But the pitching.
It's actually,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, this is Brown Critter's first appearance, pitching wise, and it's interesting because you kind of link up that outfield with the shortstop position. But I mean, obviously, having Critter there would be a great thing to have just for that range.
We'll see if that ends up mattering, but Yoshi's still finishing strong here. But you're in the toughest part of the order, and crushed. Is Green Shot Guy going to be able to get there?
They will. Oh, huge play by Monty and Green Shy Guy.
I mean, that saves the game. I mean, if Green Shot Guy doesn't get there, that could be ball game.
I mean, Monty's really established himself as a premier center fielder outside of that one error.
It's his first of the season, I believe, too. So, like you said, he's been showing some great defense. I think the help defense is going to end up mattering here. It does. He makes a play that could have... Yellow Piazza's probably not going to second, in all honesty. But
yeah, even if that ball dropped.
Dixie Kong has had some MVP speak early this season. We haven't really seen much from it, but that ball is crushed! And it's fair! Oh, but it's not gone! Oh my gosh, I almost just called it. She probably thought that was gone.
It brings Brandon up to the plate. He is...
It's a steal?
No fiance!
This is... They're trying to steal home. And it's a bunt! And the item! Oh, but Brandon got hit by the item, and that's going to be an out! Beyonce made it safe. The item knocked him out, but Brandon was also hit, so they get the force out at first. Unreal.
I keep forgetting that on 2 outs it doesn't work like that. Oh my gosh.
I mean, that one almost did. I mean, they got the item they wanted. Everything was perfect. They just knocked their own player out.
Just like a half second later, this game is over on a suicide squeeze. Unreal.
Here goes Yoshi out quickly. This brings Waluigi up. That's gonna got a little too much under that one. So we're about to be right back up with the Warriors again, unless Green Drybones can do something about it.
Base hit. Unless Brandon gets there now.
So Green Drybones is on again, but this sets up the weaker part of the order also again. And Pink Yoshi doesn't go for that, and that is a single for Green Shy Guy.
Monty has a chance to be a hero here with a runner in scoring position to break this game open and put the Emerald Havoc ahead.
That's a big swing. He just slaps it straight at Pink Yoshi. And that's going to take us to the bottom of the 9th. So another chance to walk it off here for the Warriors.
We're getting a couple thrillers here. Just in very strange circumstances.
I mean, I did not expect this game's going even longer. You wonder if that takes a toll on these teams mentally.
Absolutely. These teams aren't prepped for 9 innings. I mean, that's a postseason thing. Huge play from Blue Critter. You gotta think the pitching's gonna get worse.
I mean, you're on your 3rd pitcher by the Warriors. Oh, and you see the not going for it by Green Critter there. Like, after Yoshi, you wonder who you have coming up next. I mean, after Brown Critter, who do you have coming up next? So, no, it's one half inning at a time for them.
Absolutely. I was going to say both of these teams have didn't get the tag there. Very interesting. I was going to say, but Emerald Havoc have mainly relied on Waluigi and Yoshi to pitch. And I mean, after that, it's been an oddity of pitchers besides that. And the same thing for Warp Zone Warriors.
And he catches that one. So that's another opportunity for Baby DK was at home waiting for Monty Mole to make an error, but Monty Mole showing the decisive defense out there. That's going to bring us to the top of the 10th?
The first ever 10th inning in DSA history.
I didn't expect it to go this long, but we've been in for a special one here, folks.
Absolutely huge play by Diddy Kong at short. Wow.
I mean, showing that Diddy Kong is just fine as a defender. There's no worries out there at shortstop.
You have the wise sage of the team, Dawson, up to bat.
He laces it to the outfield, and the boo item doesn't end up doing anything. But that still puts a runner on first for Blue Critter. Changeup.
Very fast pitch. Very fast changeup there.
That's gonna drop, but he doesn't throw it to second.
Why did he cut that throw off?
Well, this is an opportunity for Havoc here. Another chance of running runners in scoring position with one of your best hitters on the team. And he opts for a slap hit. And that's gonna be a double play. I mean, Pink Yoshi just bailing out this team, especially
Diddy after he cut a throw off for no reason.
I mean, this is heart-wrenching for the teams here. Yellow Pianta steps up. This is the toughest part of the order for... And a great play by Blue Critter!
We're just seeing highlight after highlight by both of these teams. I mean, obviously mixed in with a little bit of nothingness, but I mean, still an extremely exciting game here.
And I was going to say our first extra base hit in who knows how long, but it ends up just being a single.
Funky decided not to run, even with this slow down. Blue Critter can't get there. That's another base hit for...
Oh, but the...
Monty.
Shocking that the change hop didn't do anything. So that's Dixie with a chance with the runners on first and second. She slaps that one.
Drop.
So a chance to walk it off here, all on Brandon. This is his third opportunity to walk it off.
If we had a least clutch player of the year award, I feel like Brandon would be in the running, unless he can do something. No, no!
Oh my gosh! And a great play by Waluigi. Heads up to not chase down third, but fires it to second. And we're gonna have to keep going again because we've run out of time for this game. But you know, in Dark Horse Slugging Association, we do not play ties.
Oh, does the game end after 10 innings?
The game technically ends after 10 innings. We're getting a very strange animation.
Tie!
But we don't do ties, so we will just keep playing innings until... And they will just be... retry. So we'll be keeping going, and it's just the first team... We'll just be treating them like extra innings, so...
Right, I mean, but you get a completely refreshed lineup, so I mean, Funky Kong's back on the bump right now.
Maybe that should have been adjusted, but it'll be okay, I guess.
I mean, you've got both team starters on the mound, so I mean, it's just a matter of a preference, I feel like.
Monty crushes it to center.
Oh, and Green Shy Guy could have kept going if you want. Well, he had to tag back up. Never mind. But
I mean, that's so tough because you got through the toughest part of the order. Now you got to go back through the tough. But Brown Critter.
Wow, what is happening? The runners don't know what to do.
That's so tough on Green Shy Guy because he was expecting that play to be made, so he was heading back to first.
Right.
Dawson laces it to first. You can tell that Havoc feel the pressure. They know who's coming up to bat.
I mean, they're fighting. Yeah,
it's got to be now. It has to be now.
They are fighting so hard to keep their postseason hopes alive right now, and unfortunately, Blue Critter can't get it done.
So that brings up a tough part of the order. Maybe DK has been very consistent in this game. But that does bring Waluigi back to the mound.
We're at the bottom of the 11th right now. 2-2 technically. What's the name? Barn burner? Is that the correct figure of speech?
I think that would be correct.
Am I having a stroke right now? What is it? Barn burner? Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Jason! Oh, it's not
Rush
good.
with the POW block. It still makes the play through the item.
Wow.
Incredible.
I thought that ball was gone. I completely misjudged it.
I sure would have liked it to be, but then a soft grounder by Brown Critter. Oh my god. And another 12. 12 innings. Never have I seen anything like... I mean, I've seen extra inning games, but this is unreal.
We might go to 20. I mean...
You just need any offense. Any offense.
Literally one run.
Oh, great critter, but he crushes it.
It's off the crackers.
Oh my god, it's a double. That's not gone. So Captain Yoshi with no outs, a chance here. Slaps it. Green critter will go to third, so that'll be a sacrifice hit.
Oh man.
That sets up Waluigi. And he charges and he crushes it. This could be it. This could be a sacrifice hit they need.
A buddy toss right now.
They don't get it.
No.
So he scores. So that puts all of the pressure on the Wigglers here.
Warp Zone Warriors.
Warriors, I apologize. Down 3-2. They have one chance. I mean, you have the toughest batters up. This is the people that you want to do it. That you want up for this opportunity, but...
Fate of the universe on the line. Sorry, go ahead.
Yellow Pianta.
Give me Yellow Pianta.
And he slaps it into the outfield. That's going to drop.
I'm surprised Blue Shy guy didn't go for the throw out there. I mean, he might have gotten Yellow Pianta. And Funky Kong wants to send them home right now.
He's throwing changeups, and he whiffs on the changeup.
Huge play by Critter.
It's the play and a double play. This is it. This is captain of his team. If Diddy gotta get it done now.
I'm standing up out of my seat right now.
And the item keeps him in the game.
No!
That brings Dixie Kong up to the plate.
No, that'll do it.
That's the game. Unreal.
And a black screen is the way this game ends.
Unreal. So that'll do it. 3-2 in how many? In 12 innings?
Yeah, 12 innings. Yeah.
Unbelievable. The Emerald Havoc had to have it right now. And that's what they did. They won it by 1. You couldn't ask for a game any closer than that.
That has to be our game of the year. I mean, the indomitable Emerald Spirit holds up against, a strong Warriors team.
I'm just in shock more than anything else. I just don't know what to say. I mean, you shout out the Emerald Havoc. They had every chance to lose this game, and you saw on full display everything that has gone wrong for the Warriors, that they can't score, that they struggle to do more on offense to connect those batters. And Emerald Havoc, who has been notorious for being unable to score, finds a way to get it done. It went 10 whole innings without anybody scoring, and finally Emerald Havoc was able to get it done. What more can you say after that?
I don't know. I legitimately don't. I mean, Emerald Havoc keep themselves, with a sliver of hope for making the playoffs. I mean, they put the pressure on Warp Zone Warriors now to, if they slip up again, then the Emerald Havoc are going to have a chance to move up into the second seed for the conference and, be able to, get themselves in the playoffs that way. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't know what to say.
I mean, if you're an Emerald Havoc fan, this is the way that you wanted to bounce back to get into the postseason. I mean, your season was on the line, and you were able to get it done. So, I don't have anything else I can say. I think I need to go lay down after that one.
I need some water. I feel just as tired as the players were after that.
Well, with that being said, we wanted to thank you on behalf of the Dark Horse Slugging Association, on behalf of Lil BJ's for hosting the game today, as well as being our preeminent sponsor of the league. But that'll do it for us here in the booth. I'm Dawson.
I'm Brandon.
And we will see you next time.